Hey guys, it's Trash Man, and today I have a video about the upcoming Far Cry game based on the teaser that was released on July 12th and was part of Ubisoft's substitute E3 event, Ubiforward. In this video, I wanted to outline what this Far Cry game needs to do in order to become another banger Far Cry game that, frankly, with the gaming scene as it is right now, I think we all need. This game is set to release on February 18th, 2021 and will release just months after Assassin's Creed Valhalla is set to debut. From the trailer, this game seems to take place somewhere in the Caribbean islands and during a civil war. This, in my opinion, is a fantastic place to hold the next Far Cry game because they can change the mechanics of the game enough to make this installment stand out, and I am personally really excited for that. I also assume that we get a sneak peek of what the standard enemy will be for the game, i.e. the AI enemy you will be slaughtering hundreds of in the campaign to defeat the main antagonist. And I must say they look like classic Far Cry bad guys, with the bright colors and uniform. If this is the in-game skin of the enemies, I'll be happy. One thing I cannot just skip over is the fact that the main villain for the game is also the main villain from Breaking Bad, which I think is awesome. I've seen his acting in Maze Runner 2 and also in Revolution, a TV series that was cancelled after just a few seasons, but I thought his character in that was cool and he did an amazing job. So I believe that he is the perfect guy to play the villain in this next installment of Far Cry. Other than that, I don't really care about the kid. He is probably just going to be motivation for the main villain, so I'm hoping the kid is more of a side character and isn't a major proponent of the core campaign. Or such as Ellie in The Last of Us, he is characterized as an interesting kid and not a one-dimensional annoying child. Lastly, about the trailer, even though this is not a gameplay trailer, the environment looks amazing. The aesthetic of the streets of a Central American city is awesome and the colors really pop. The environment itself has so many vibrant opportunities so that if they can keep this same color scale in game, I think the game will look absolutely stunning. So after going over the trailer, I wanted to talk about what made past Far Cry games so great and memorable. I think the obvious is the vast open world concept that has made Far Cry an S-tier game series. The freedom of the player to explore and have complete control of what they tackle at what point in the game has been groundbreaking in the industry. I also feel the story of Far Cry never disappoints. Except for this one. Yeah, we don't talk about this guy. Anyway, the formula that I think seems to work for this game is amazing side characters, an above average storyline, and a great antagonist. These three things have been crucial to the success of the franchise, and I think Ubi knows that, or at least I hope they do. And to be honest, the last three main games in the series reflect these 3 points very heavily. However, I want to bring up the GOAT, Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 is a hallmark in the Far Cry series and is valued by many to be one of the best games of all time, such as myself. This game has had the single greatest antagonist that any game or movie has ever had. The story was ridiculous, but because of the likable side characters, that is what made it memorable and likable. This, coupled with amazing gameplay and that open world exploration I was talking about earlier, made this game S+ tier. But now I want to talk about what Far Cry 6 has to do in order to be an S tier game like its predecessor Far Cry 3. This game needs to be different. I don't think reskinning Far Cries from the past is a good idea. It will only make people draw comparisons to past games that are already solidified as great, and this will make Far Cry 6 look like a worse game. The mechanics need to be tweaked, however. It also needs to stay true to the roots of the series by having an open world and that outpost capturing system that all other games had. This is a challenge, but this is what happens when you make this many sequels of a franchise. It only gets harder to please people. And to be honest, I can't even think of a way for them to check off all these boxes. It's hard. Look, there are a lot of shitty studios out there. EA, Activision, but Ubi has delivered on multiple occasions and rarely disappoints. This game will be great and I am excited to play it. And that's all I have to say about Far Cry 6. Thanks for watching, and if you want to subscribe and like the video, it helps us out a lot. Peace out.
News story, and I need all of you to stop what you're doing and